In a quiet, whispering forest, where time drifted slowly and the wind carried secrets, there lived a gentle little bird. She wasn't the fastest or the loudest, but her feathers shimmered like morning dew, and her heart was stitched with kindness. But this little bird had a strange habit. Every day, whether she was laughing, crying, afraid, or full of hope, she would take a tiny stone and gently carve that memory into it with her beak. She didn't use paper, no books. Each emotion became a carved stone. Joy, sorrow, dreams, fears, all of it. And every stone was placed carefully into a small cloth bag she tied around her neck. At first, it felt magical. The bag was light, like she was carrying tiny pieces of her soul. Good memories make me smile, she thought. And bad ones? They shouldn't stay buried. It's better to let them go, written down, and carried away.
But days turned into weeks, and weeks into seasons, and the stones began to multiply. What once felt comforting started to weigh her down. Her flights became slower. The skies she once danced through now felt far away. But she kept going, believing every memory mattered. One day, while gliding low above a mossy branch, she met an old owl, wise and weathered, with eyes that had seen lifetimes. He looked at her kindly and asked, "Why do you carry that heavy bag, little one?" She smiled and replied, "Because it holds my life, every joy, every pain, every lesson." The owl paused, then asked softly, "But are you flying forward or dragging yesterday behind you?" She hesitated, just for a moment. Then, with a polite chirp, she flew away, a little slower than before. What she didn't realize was that every flap of her wings was now a battle. Not against the wind, but against the weight of the past she refused to let go. The bag grew heavier. She could barely lift herself off the ground. And then came the storm. A wild, raging wind tore through the forest. Trees bent, leaves screamed. The little bird tried to fly, desperate for shelter. But her wings failed her. The bag was too heavy. Her memories, the ones she treasured, had become her chains. She fell. She hit the ground hard. The cloth bag split open. Stones scattered across the earth like broken dreams. She lay still, too tired, too weighed down by everything she thought she had to carry. That night, the owl found her. He stood beside her, feathers soaked, eyes full of quiet sorrow. He whispered, "Memories are meant to guide you, not cage you. You carried every yesterday and forgot how to live today." He looked at her gently and added, "Here is your moment. Let go of the stones. Keep the lesson, but leave the weight. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Fly light, fly free. The sky is still waiting." There are some powerful lessons in this story that echo the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 6, verses 4 and 5, Lord Krishna speaks of the inner struggle, the mind's power to either lift us or destroy us. Let a man lift himself by his own self alone, for the self is the friend of the self, and the self is also the enemy. Just like the little bird, many of us carry our past, thinking it will protect or define us. But what once gave comfort becomes a burden. Her own choices, her need to hold on, became her downfall. The mind, when trapped in memory, becomes our enemy.
So many of us do the same. We carry heartache.
We carry regrets, even old joys, afraid to let them go, because we think they define us. But clinging to the past, whether sweet or painful, slowly steals our strength. It grounds the spirit. It takes the wind from beneath our wings. Even Arjuna, the great warrior, was once paralyzed by memory, fear, and sorrow. He clung to the past and forgot his present power. But Lord Krishna reminded him, the soul is not broken by loss. The self is not trapped by the stories it tells itself. In chapter 2, verse 13, Krishna gives us this truth. Just as boyhood, youth, and old age come to the embodied soul, so too the soul passes into another body. The wise are not deluded by this. But the bird, just like us, clung to what once was. She feared change. She feared letting go. Clinging to every stage of life as if it's permanent only creates suffering. So today, take one heavy stone, a regret, a fear, a name, and let it fall, not to forget the lesson, but to reclaim your sky. In the comments below, write, I'm choosing to fly free, because in the words of the Gita, you are not this pain. You are the one who can rise beyond it. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to ASA Hindu Wisdom. Together, let's share these timeless lessons with the world.